So here's a fighter that's flying under the radar like no other. Arnold Allen. 16-1.
Yeah.
Not lost since joining the UFC.
Out of TriStar. His only loss was a decision loss to Marcin Wycierek, who's a good level fighter. And he's coming off wins over Nick Lentz and Gilbert Melendez. Yeah.
And he's not even just touching his potential yet.
27, just coming into the peak, 16-1. Tore up Cage Warriors, didn't he? Very athletic, super sharp. The only thing, as I was watching both of these actually, there seems to be quite a big disparity between the top 5 in that division and everyone else. Like, I look at that 6 to 15, and I'm like, oh, you got some work to do with to get to those top 5. Those top 5 are another level at the minute, and I suppose you could say that about a lot of divisions, couldn't you? Because in general, the top 5 rise up there and they have their peak, and the next crew come through. But it might be just a little bit of a maturity thing though, and I think some of that maturity comes when you fight veterans. Like, I think the fact that Arnold Allen's now faced Nick Lentz and Gilbert Melendez, there'll be guys that he remembers watching when he was a kid, enjoying the UFC as a fan. Like, Melendez is like a long time veteran. Nick Lentz has been in the UFC for I don't know how many years. Yeah. But Arnold Allen was probably 16 watching Nick Lentz make his UFC debut. So I think maybe from the reassurance of those couple of wins, and you don't see those same wins on SODIQ YUSUFF's career. I mean, he's got good fighters. I mean, Andre Fili's a good fighter, but he's not reached that status of a Nick Lentz or a Melendez yet. Which it's funny, like YUSUFF, I was really unimpressed by how he went about the Benitez fight. I was like, he was just rushing his sort of through 1-2, like he was just trying to force that to land that. I was really unimpressed. But then when he fought Fili, I thought he was actually pretty good. Yeah, I thought he could have come a cropper in that fight quite badly, and he just managed things a little bit better. I thought it was one of probably his best performances of his career, actually.
I think if Arnold Allen comes out and fights how he's capable, with the confidence that you would expect someone to have with his skills and his conditioning, I think it's his fight. Because I feel like he's turned a corner recently, taking those veterans to a decision that maybe YUSUFF hasn't yet. And I think YUSUFF's good. Like when he made his UFC debut against Suman Mokhtarian, I remember being octagon side for that and hearing the power of those shots, even landing on the arms. Yeah. And the referee was like, I don't want to see any more of this. Okay. Like, he's an incredibly powerful guy, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to hit Arnold Allen. Like,
Allen's quite elusive, isn't he?
Very elusive. Yeah. Good head movement, good wrestling ability. So like he can work defensively up to the point where he feels like he wants to get into the fight. Like same thing with the Mads Bennell fight. Was probably one of his best performances, because I know how good Mads is. And in that fight, he just kind of managed it to the point where the choke was there and he took it, finished it.
Good test. It's a good test for both of these. This is their big boy test, isn't it? Like, all right, whichever one of you two wins this,
especially with the position on the card.
Yeah,
especially with the position on the card.
I think if SODIQ rushes it like he has done, and he comes out predictable like he has done, it's not going to go very well for him. Yeah. Allen can pick him apart. I think, and to be honest, I think that's probably how it's going to go. Yeah, I can see Arnold getting a good win here, go 17-1, and
is that the way you're going then?
Yeah, he's in a good spot then.
Yeah,
this is really important for him. Really important fight for him. What is he?
He's 10th at the moment. Yeah. And after this, he gets into that mix with the Dan Ige, Josh Emmett, Calvin Kattar, Korean Zombie.
Kattar, let's not overlook this fight, but that'd be a nice one next up.
Yeah. They're building him well. This is a good next step up.